Welcome listeners. This is Rashmi Narse welcoming you on special program Digital India at the rate 12 years building a connected Goa. To give us more insight about this we have CEO of Ethernet Express Mahendra Tiwari. Welcome sir.
Namaskar.
So my first question to you is, as an internet service provider, how do you view the journey of Digital India over the last 12 years?
It has been nothing short of digital renaissance. In 2014, the internet was treated as a luxury or an optional utility. Today, in 2026, it is as fundamental as electricity or water. As an ISP, we don't just see ourselves as a business anymore. We view ourselves as a partners in nation building. The journey of Digital India has transformed our role from providing connectivity to enabling empowerment for the last mile.
What has been the biggest change in internet connectivity in Goa since the launch of the Digital India mission, sir?
The biggest change in democratizing and unmatched reliability. What I mean is, Goa has a unique, beautifully scattered geography. We have coastal belts, dense forest areas, and hilly terrains all coexisting. Historically, connecting these distant, spread out locations on traditional copper networks was an immense engineering challenge. Copper has physical limitations over long distances, and more importantly, it is highly susceptible to weather. Anyone who lives in Goa knows, I'm sure you also knows, how brutal our monsoons can be. During heavy rains and thunderstorm, wireless mobile signals can fluctuate, and old copper network frequently suffer from waterlogging and faults, leading to frequent downtimes. The transition of FTTH fiber to home under the Digital India mission has been a game changer for our state. Fiber uses light to transmit data through glass strands, making it completely immune to water, moisture, and electromagnetic interference. So, today, whether you are in a bustling tech hub in Panji or a distant village in Satari or Kankon, fiber ensures that even during peak monsoon seasons when the weather is at its worst, Goan households and businesses stay uninterruptedly connected. We went from a fair weather network to an all-weather digital infrastructure.
Okay, how has the demand for high-speed internet evolved between 2014 and 2026?
The evolution has been vertical. In 2014, a household was content with a 2 Mbps connection used primarily for emails and basic browsing. Today, a typical Goan home has multiple devices running simultaneously, demanding 100 Mbps, and now we have started serving 1 Gbps. We have moved from a simple data consumption to a heavy upstream data creation, fueled by high-definition smart TVs, home automation, and continuous cloud computing.
So, how has improved broadband connectivity contributed to ease of living for citizens?
Broadband has completely transformed the daily rhythm of life in Goa by eliminating what I call the physical queue. Whether it is a senior citizen in Margao renewing a pension document via government portal, a family paying their utility bills instantly via UPI, or a local business filing taxes from their desk, stable broadband has returned valuable time back to our citizens. It has made everyday living frictionless. But there is an even more critical everyday aspect to this: staying connected with the loved ones through voice over Wi-Fi. Because of Goa's unique topography with thick vegetation, old Portuguese style house with thick laterite stone walls and hilly terrains, cellular mobile signals coverage can be a real challenge indoors and in remote pockets. During heavy monsoons, mobile towers face immense load and signal degradation. This is where high-speed broadband network provided by ISPs acts as a true savior. Thanks to voice over Wi-Fi technology, your home fiber broadband network essentially becomes your personal mobile tower inside the house. Even if you have a zero cellular network bars on your phone, you can make crystal clear voice and video calls seamlessly. For families with relatives working overseas or senior citizens living alone in traditional Goan homes, this robust fiber backhaul ensures that they are never cut off. ISPs aren't just delivering data anymore, we are delivering a vital communication lifeline that keeps Goan families safely connected no matter the weather or the terrain.
What role has reliable internet played in enabling online education, healthcare, and public services, sir?
It has acted as a ultimate equalizer. Historically, students studying in elite, top-notch schools and universities in Tier 1 metro cities had an undeniable advantage because of their access to massive physical libraries, research journals, and specialized learning materials. High-speed broadband has completely dismantled those barriers. Today, reliable fiber broadband brings that exact same world-class knowledge base directly to the homes of students in rural and semi-urban Goa. Whether it is accessing global digital libraries, downloading international research papers, reading online academic journals, or utilizing interactive learning tools, the playing field is entirely level. A bright student sitting in village in Bicholi or Perne now has the same repository of human knowledge at their fingertips as a student in New York, Delhi, or a premier university campus. Likewise, in healthcare, this same high capacity network enables telemedicine, allowing our local clinics to seamlessly stream high definition diagnostics and consult with super specialists globally. For public service, state portals like e-districts have brought transparent, automated governance directly to the citizen's doorstep. Ultimately, reliable internet has ensured that geography is no longer destiny when it comes to the education, health, and civic empowerment in Goa.
How has Digital India accelerated the adoption of digital services among households in Goa?
Digital India built the trust architecture when the central government launched secure ecosystems like DigiLocker, Umang, and the India Stack. It gave household the confidence to go digital. As ISPs, we provided the stable highway, but the Digital India mission provided the vehicle and the destination.
So tell me, what changes have you observed in internet usage pattern among consumers over the past decade?
We have seen a complete paradigm shift from entertainment first to a utility first. A decade ago, peak usage was just evening video streaming. Today, we see consistent high bandwidth utilization throughout the day, starting with remote office logins in the morning, digital payments, online education, and SaaS usage during the day, and interactive smart home operations at night, and online gaming is something which is even more important. Internet is now an active economic tool for households.
How has the growth of digital payment increased the importance of stable internet connectivity?
Digital payments demands zero latency and absolute reliability. If a UPI transaction or a card swipe times out at a local shop or a beach shack, it creates immediate anxiety and halts local business. This is exactly why reliable fixed line broadband has become the backbone of Goa's commerce, especially through broadband connected POS machines. By moving away from a weak cellular networks and connecting POS terminals and QR soundboxes directly to a stable fiber broadband, transactions are securely processed within milliseconds. This immediate confirmation loop eliminates merchant disputes, reduces checkout times, and builds immense consumer trust in Goa's cash-light economy.
So when it comes to internet infrastructure, how has internet infrastructure supported the rise of remote work and work from home opportunities in Goa, sir?
This has been an absolute game changer for our state's demographics and economy. Goa has effectively transitioned into a creative capital of India. Thanks to robust fiber infrastructure, thousands of tech professionals, digital nomads, and entrepreneurs have relocated here or stayed back, working seamlessly for global giants. We provide the enterprise-grade stability that allows a high-stakes Zoom call to run flawlessly while looking out at a peacefully Goan paddy fields. The most exciting validation of this infrastructure is the government's revolutionary Goa Shackathon initiative held right on Baga Beach. Organized by IT department, the Shackathon literally transformed our iconic beach shacks into a high-tech live digital workspaces for over 500 startups, creators and AI innovators. As ISP, we provided the robust fiber backhaul and high-speed networks that made this possible. It proved to the world that with stable internet, Goa's coastlines can inspire world-class technology. We are no longer just a holiday spot. We are a premium workation hub where people can work hard by the sea and experience the best quality of life.
Goa's economy depends heavily on tourism. How has better internet connectivity benefited tourists and tourism related businesses?
Modern tourism relies heavily on the concept of being connected. Tourists expect to share their travel experiences in real time. We all have been doing the same thing. Navigate using digital maps and make cashless payments seamlessly. Furthermore, high-speed broadband has unlocked workation tourism for Goa, where professionals extend their holidays into weeks because they work reliably from their hotels and homestays. For local boutiques, hotels, and homestays, digital connectivity allows them to the market directly to a global audience now.
So, how has broadband expansion improved digital access in rural and semi-urban areas of Goa?
It has brought rural Goa into an economic mainstream. Through public-private alignment and backward integration, rural households now have access to online banking, e-commerce, and distant learning. It prevents forced migration to urban centers because economic and educational tools are now easily accessible locally.
What challenges did internet service providers face during the early years of Digital India, and how have they been addressed?
In the early years, the primary bottleneck were heavy capital expenditure, fragmented infrastructure, and a highly complex localized right-of-way permissions that required navigating multiple departments. It felt like reinventing the wheel for every single kilometer of cable laid. However, the transition from that scattered approach to a structured institutional framework has changed everything. The integration of centralized portals like Sanchar, Saral Sanchar, and e-services has completely streamlined approvals. More importantly, a massive breakthrough came with a clear national policy guidelines surrounding the use of street furniture. Instead of relying solely on expensive, time-consuming underground road digging, the rules now legally and financially simplify the use of existing public assets such as electricity poles, street lights, government buildings to deploy aerial fiber and micro infrastructure. By recognizing these assets as a part of unified digital highway, the government has enabled ISPs and telecom players to scale network at a much lower cost and at a velocity that was unimaginable a decade ago.
How has government supported and policy intervention helped strengthen digital infrastructure in the country, sir?
The policy environment under Digital India has been incredibly progressive and visionary. Overarching frameworks like National Broadband Mission and the Telecommunications Right-of-Way rules have laid down clear, supportive guidelines by officially recognizing telecom and broadband network as a critical public utility, on par with water and electricity. The government has given the industry immense confidence to make massive long-term infrastructure investments. If I may add a constructive perspective from the ground, while the national and state level blueprints are beautifully designed, slight refinements in execution at the local municipality panchayat levels or department-wise could be a massive game changer. Currently, translating these high-level policies into everyday ground-level clearances can sometimes become time-consuming due to multi-layered administrative layers. If we can achieve seamless, automated alignment at the grassroots level to match the speed of central policies, it will eliminate deployment delays entirely. We view this as a natural next step of cooperative governance, working hand in hand with the local bodies to ensure the digital highways reaches every citizen even faster.
How important is fiber connectivity in meeting the growing digital needs of citizens and businesses?
It has made governance transparent and participatory. Citizens no longer need to take a day off to submit a physical form. The interaction is now direct, accountable, and which is also trackable. It has fostered a closer, trust-based relationship between the state administration and a common man.
So, what role does high-speed internet play in supporting emerging technologies such as AI, cloud computing, and smart services?
Technologies like AI and cloud computing do not sit on your local machine. Let's understand that. They live in massive data centers. High-speed, low-latency broadband acts as a neutral pathway connecting the user and these AI clouds. If tomorrow India is to lead the AI revolution, we should understand that fiber networks must act as the friction-free highway for that data.
Tell us, what are the key challenges that still need to be addressed to achieve universal digital connectivity?
As we push into the next phase of universal connectivity, the remaining challenges are largely about operational alignment on ground. For instance, the central policy very clearly outlines the usage of existing street furniture, like electricity poles, for laying aerial fiber under the right-of-way rules to avoid digging up roads. Occasionally on ground, there can be a minor gap in how different stakeholders, be it local electricity departments, municipal bodies, or even as ISPs, interpret these rules. But we view this very positively. It's not a policy problem. It's an evolution of local coordination. The objective for all of us, the government departments and the telecom industry alike, is identical, ensuring the end consumer enjoys uninterrupted services. We are actively collaborating, conducting joint dialogues, and building standard operating procedures so that public infrastructure is utilized optimally and harmoniously.
Looking ahead, what opportunities do you see for Goa in the next phase of India's digital transformation, sir?
The next phase will see Goa transforming from a premier holiday destination into a premier knowledge and tech destination. With the rollout of Smart City initiative, when supported with localized data microcenters and deep fiber penetration, Goa is perfectly positioned to attract high-value tech industries, sustainable startups, and global digital nomads, driving clean, green economic growth for Goa.
In one sentence, how would you summarize the impact of Digital India on connectivity, economic growth, and ease of living over the last 12 years, sir?
Over the last 12 years, Digital India has seamlessly woven technology into a social fabric, transforming high-speed internet from luxury into a universal engine that empowers every Indian, or for that matter, Goan here in Goa. From our busy tech hubs to our iconic beach shacks and interior villages, driving clean economic growth and bringing unmatched ease of living to our beautiful state.
Over the last decade, the idea of Digital India has gradually become part of everyday life rather than just a policy vision. What was once seen as a major infrastructure push has now quietly transformed into something that most people depend on without even thinking about it. From checking messages to attending online classes or even booking a service, internet connectivity has become as essential as electricity or water in many households. In a state like Goa, where geography brings both urban centers and widely spread rural pockets, the journey of connectivity has been specially interesting. The expansion of networks and improvement in broadband quality has slowly reduced the distance between cities, towns, and villages. People who earlier had limited access are now part of the same digital ecosystem. One of the most visible changes has been in the way families use the internet. Earlier, connectivity was shared and limited to basic usage. Today, multiple devices run simultaneously in a single home, streaming, learning, working, and communicating all at once. This shift has also changed expectations. Users now look for speed, stability, and uninterrupted services as basic requirement rather than a luxury. At the same time, Digital India has also changed how citizens interact with services. Many processes that once required physical presence have now moved online. Whether it is education platform, healthcare consultation, or accessing government services, digital access has reduced efforts and saved time for many people. This has contributed significantly to what is often referred to as ease of living. Another important transformation is in payments and financial behavior. Digital transactions have become more common across shops, tourism-related businesses, and small enterprises. This shift has not only improved convenience but also encouraged more transparent and faster transactions, especially in tourism-driven economy like Goa. Work culture has also evolved. The rise of remote work and flexible working models have been supported by improved internet infrastructure. Professionals are no longer bound strictly to office spaces, and this has opened new opportunities for people to live and work from different parts of the state while staying connected globally. For entrepreneurs and startups, connectivity has become a foundation for growth. Whether it is cloud service, online marketing, or digital platform, reliable internet is now central to business operations. Even small businesses and self-employed individuals are increasingly dependent on online tools to reach customers and manage operations. Tourism, which is one of the Goa's strongest sector, has also benefited from the digital shift. Visitors today expect seamless connectivity during travel. From booking to navigation and sharing experiences online, internet access plays an important role in shaping the overall tourism experience. This has also encouraged local businesses to adapt and stay digitally active. Rural and semi-urban areas have seen gradual but meaningful improvements. As connectivity expands, it brings more opportunities for education, information access, and economic participation. It helps bridge the gap between different regions and ensures that digital benefits are not limited to a few pockets. Of course, this journey has not been without challenges. In the early stages, there were issues related to infrastructure, readiness, awareness, and adoption. But over time, continuous improvements combined with policy support and industry participation have helped strengthen the ecosystem. The focus has steadily moved towards reliability, coverage, and further readiness. Today, fiber connectivity is becoming increasingly important as demand for data continues to grow. With more devices, smarter applications, and evolving user needs, strong backbone infrastructure is essential to keep the digital ecosystem stable and future-proof. As we look ahead, the next phase of Digital India is likely to be shaped by emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, cloud-based services, and smarter digital governance system. All of this depends heavily on strong and stable connectivity, which makes internet infrastructure even more critical going forward. In conclusion, the last 12 years of Digital India have not just been about technology, but about how people live, work, learn, and contact. It has slowly changed habit, improved access, and created new opportunities across sectors. The journey is still ongoing, but the direction is clearly towards a more connected, more inclusive, and more digitally empowered society. Beyond the visible changes in services and lifestyle, one of the most important shifts brought by Digital India has been in the mindset. People today are far more comfortable with digital systems than they were a decade ago. Earlier, there was hesitation in using online platforms for important tasks, but now, digital-first thinking has become almost normal across age groups. This shift in confidence has also played a big role in bridging the digital divide. Even those who were initially hesitant, such as senior citizens or people in semi-urban areas, are now gradually adopting to digital tools for communication, payments, and access to services. The learning curve has reduced as interfaces have become simpler and more user-friendly. Another silent but powerful change has been the way information flows today. News updates and public information now reach citizens instantly. This has increased awareness and reduced dependency on traditional method of communication. At the same time, it has made real-time communication as an essential part of daily life, both individuals and institutions. In states like Goa, where tourism services and small businesses form an important part of the economy, digital visibility has become extremely important. A business today is not limited to its physical location. Even a small restaurant, homestay, or local service provider can now reach a much wider audience through digital platforms. This has created new opportunities for growth and competition. Another area where the impact is clearly visible is education. The idea of learning has expanded beyond classrooms. Students today have access to online resources, virtual classes, and digital libraries. This has not replaced traditional learning but has added a new layer of flexibility and access. It has also helped students in remote areas stay connected with mainstream education system. Healthcare has also seen gradual transformation through digital adoption. While physical healthcare remains essential, digital tools have helped in appointment booking, consultation, and access to information. This has made healthcare more accessible, especially for people who may find it difficult to travel frequently. From an infrastructure point of view, the demand for consistent and high-quality connectivity has increased significantly. It is no longer just about availability of internet, but about reliability during peak usage. Households today expect uninterrupted connectivity because multiple activities depend on it simultaneously. Another important development is the rise of content creation and digital participation. Over the years, more individuals have started using digital platforms not just for consumption but also for creation. This includes sharing local stories, promoting business, and participating in the broader digital economy. It has given people a voice and visibility that was not easily possible earlier. For governance as well, digital systems have brought a noticeable change. Processes have become more streamlined and access to service has become faster in many areas. While challenges still exist, the direction has clearly been towards reducing physical dependency and increasing efficiency through digital means. At the same time, awareness around cybersecurity and responsible internet usage has also grown. As digital dependence increases, so does the need for the safe and secure usage practices. Users are becoming more conscious about privacy, data safety, and verification of information, which is an important part of digital maturity. From an economic point of view, the digital ecosystem has also supported informal sector and small traders. Many individuals also previously operated only offline now use digital tools for communication, booking, and payments. This has improved efficiency and expanded their customer base beyond local boundaries. The role of internet service providers in this journey has also been crucial. Beyond just providing connectivity, there is now an expectation of service quality, quick resolution, and continuous improvement. The focus has shifted from basic access to overall experience, which includes speed, uptime, and customer support. Looking at the broader picture, Digital India has also contributed to reducing geographical limitations. Whether someone is in city or remote village, digital access has made it possible to participate in education, business, and communication on a more equal footing. While differences still exist, the gap has certainly reduced over time. Another subtle but important change is in daily habits. Activities like bill payments, ticket bookings, shopping, and even consultations are now integrated into routine life. This convenience has saved time and reduced dependency on physical queues and manual processes. As technology continues to evolve, the next phase will likely focus more on integration and intelligence. System will become more predictive, more automated, and more personalized. This will further increase the importance of strong digital infrastructure as the backbone of all services. In the coming years, the expectation is not just connectivity but seamless connectivity, where users do not have to think about the network but simply use services without interruption. This is where continued investment and innovation in infrastructure will play a key role. Ultimately, Digital India is not just a government initiative anymore. It has become a part of everyday life. It reflects a broader shift in how society functions, communicates, and grows. The transformation is ongoing, and each year adds a new layer of depth to how digital systems influence both personal and professional life. Well, thank you, sir, for giving us this valuable insight of Digital India trend in Goa. On behalf of Akashvani Panji Kendra, I thank you for giving your valuable time.
Thank you so much for inviting me and giving this fantastic opportunity talking about the Digital India mission and its core vision areas.
Thank you.